Welcome to my channel, everybody. I'm Dan. This is Dan Reacts, where I react to the latest, the greatest, the newest in melodic hard rock. And I have a couple other YouTube channels, and they always tell you when you start a new channel, upload multiple videos at the same time. It lets the algorithm know who you are, and it also lets it know who to push those videos out to, such as yourself. You know what? I decided screw that. Instead of putting up multiple videos, we're just diving in with a full album first listen blind reaction. Typically on this channel, what you're going to see is single releases, new videos, new songs in advance of an album release. There are many of those waiting for me to review. I have been diligently avoiding songs from this genre over the last 6 weeks or so until I could set up this channel. But today we're going to do a full album review. Start this channel off on the right foot. The latest release from Tremonti. It's called The End Will Show Us How. The 6th album release now for Tremonti's side project, Tremonti. Mark Tremonti, of course, founding member of Creed and also Alter Bridge. One of my favorite artists has been for a long time. You can see the shirt, my pride and joy, hanging right here on the wall, as it always will be. This Mark Tremonti signature edition PRS Les Paul style, signed on the back. He signed that for me on the Fortress tour when they stopped here in Seattle at Soto, Showbox Soto. Big fan of everything he does. And the thing that I appreciate, one of the things about Mark, is how consistent and prolific his songwriting is. Whether it's Alter Bridge, Creed, and we expect to hear some new material from them over the next year, or Tremonti, you know what you're going to get. They don't often try to reinvent the wheel in either Alter Bridge or Tremonti. If you like your artist to be progressive and cutting edge and trying new things, you don't like albums sounding the same as the last one an artist came out with, then you probably don't appreciate what Tremonti and Alter Bridge offer. But I value that consistency. I'm looking forward to this one. It's hard for me to rank his albums because of that consistency. Like, you know, for instance, on each record, you're going to get a couple of songs that border on metal, almost thrash. But then you get Tremonti's smooth vocals, and he always has that catchy hook, the big chorus. You get a lot of mid-tempo rockers, like a Dying Machine. But there's also a couple really good, hard-driven rock ballads on each record, too. So, again, 4 singles in advance of this record. I tried very hard to avoid them. So as much as it can be, this will be a first-time listen for me. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. Hit the bell for notification of future episodes. Subscribe to the channel. Be one of the first to get this thing going. Share it. It's the best way to support the channel. But if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, that link is down below as well. All right, let's get into this. The first one was released in advance as a single, so we do have a video to watch along with it as well. This one is called The Mother, the Earth, and I. I'll pause about halfway through the song, kind of give you my thoughts before we finish it out. But here we go. This is track 1 off the new Tremonti record. I like the feel of it already. Great first track. Always like when a first track kind of builds anticipation. You know it's about to hit. Yeah. Yeah, that's Tremonti's tone. It's pretty distinctive. Okay.
Walking in step with the earth as nations rise and fall. I'll take each breath with the tides, the mother of the earth and I.
visuals.
Today I look to the skies, the mother, the earth, and the mother, earth, and forever at peace. The mother, earth, and together always. The mother, earth, and the solace in me.
All right, I'm going to pause it there. Sounds like we might have a little bit of a breakdown coming up. Interesting for a first cut. I was expecting, especially when it kicked in at the beginning after that kind of moody, slow build-up and intro, which is, as I've mentioned, like such a perfect way to start an album. I thought once it kicked in, it was going to kind of keep going, and then it sort of backed off. This is one of those mid-tempo, almost a little slower tempo songs for him. Typically, he starts his records off by hitting you in the mouth a little harder. So it's interesting to me that he's chosen to start off with a little bit more moody, sort of brooding type first song. It has me intrigued. Like maybe it's going to fit in. We're going to see how it all kind of fits in with the track listing and how the flow kind of goes throughout the record. All right, let's go. All right. Here's my initial thoughts on that. Not as satisfying as I wanted it to be. First track off a new album. It's been 3 years. You're excited to hear his new stuff. He usually, like I said, first track of his albums usually just hits. This one was an interesting choice. Like one of the things that I really appreciate about Tremonti's catalog is, for me, it's the perfect gym listen. Like when I want to get a good lift in and work out, I'm putting on Tremonti. I took all of his albums I put together in a Spotify playlist so I can just shuffle through his entire catalog, and it all works. And this is a song that I can see like being at the gym, getting your workout in. Like it works. It feels like Tremonti. It sounds like Tremonti. I don't want to use the word filler. I think filler is kind of a dirty word when it comes to album tracks, but it's not memorable. I don't know that this is the kind of song that, like, I don't hate it, but it's not going to get stuck in my head. I'm not going to be humming it to myself. It's fine. I'm not going to skip it when it comes on if I'm driving, but it leaves me really curious and intrigued for how the rest of the record is going to go. Maybe he's teasing us a little bit. All right, on to track 2, One More Time. This was another advanced single. I have not heard this song. It does have a video. Let's check it out. There we go. Oh. I just have to say, I got to pause it right there. Already pretty happy with this. Maybe this should have been the track lead. As someone who has tried 4 years and then ultimately just gave up on trying to become a guitar player, like, Mark Tremonti's right hand is one of the best on the planet. Like, his, just the speed, the technical prowess, unbelievable. This is a great example of that. Just how fast he can. I can't even call it strumming. It's just a really, really fast speed picking technique. He's phenomenal. Here we go.
Take away the reprisal, do away with loss. Send the wolves to the masses, publicize the cost. Loneliness is survival, the emptiness is belief. Tear away corruption, praise of all the weak. The end has just begun. Carry us away. The ending starts today. One more time, yeah, let me one last trial. The day is coming, will there be no survival?
That's what I'm talking about. That's memorable. That's going to stick in my head. That's the kind of chorus that I come to expect from Tremonti. That's awesome.
Waste away in the ashes, homes devoid of life. Hitting us to the last breath, narcissistic pride. Another tale for the ages, another page has turned. Another reason to die for, another lesson learned. The end has just begun. The ending starts today. One more time, yeah, let there be one last trial. The day is coming, will there be no survival?
It's about halfway before this picks up again. I always love his bridges, his little breakdowns like this. It has a very recognizable sound and feel to it. We didn't get a solo in the first record, so I'm hoping we hear a solo here, maybe, to make this really great second track even better. I feel like we're going to get a solo. Yes! good. Little double kick. Okay. So everything that left me less than blown away by the first track, in droves in that one. In fact, like I can't, part of me wants to just stop recording for a minute and just listen to that song like 5 more times. That is what I was hoping for. I feel like already 2 songs in, like that would have been a better opener. Let me know in the comments if you agree. You know, maybe we'll get one along the way that we like even more, but that's it. If I was concerned after listening to the first track that this wasn't going to be as satisfying of a Tremonti record as I had hoped for, that song just alleviated my concerns. All right, we've arrived at the 3rd track from the album, Just Too Much. I think this might have been the first single that was released. It has the most listens, the most downloads on Spotify, with about 1.3 million. So coming off the high of the 2nd track, man, don't let me down. Let's keep this going, all right? This is Just Too Much. That riff, that's a cool riff. Little bend there.
To love, to pay, to thrive again, I always will.
Yes.
Feel it's mine again. Take control and find that space between something to hold. And all begins with me. Sometimes it's just too much. Sometimes it's just not right. To bring it back together one more time. Sometimes it feels that fate has called on me too late. To bring it back together. Shame to give it all away. To live another day, carry on the things we could have been, all things let go. The cost of every day, will we know why? And what would it take? Sometimes it's just too much. Sometimes it's just not right. To bring it back together one more time. Sometimes it feels that fate has called on me too late. To bring it back together. Is it all just enough? Is it all we need? And will we stay?
Short solo, short but sweet.
Sometimes it's just too much. bring it back together one more time. Sometimes it feels that fate has called on me too late to bring it back together.
All right, so if the first song left me wanting more, the last two have fulfilled me. I don't even need to listen to the last 9 songs on this record. But seriously, that is such a Tremonti riff. Like the fact that instead of doing it with sheer like speed and dexterity and flash and sizzle, just that bend, like the main, that's the key to that riff, right? Is that just that big, heavy bend is so impactful. And then, man, I love the high harmonies with Eric Friedman. Just a little history about the Tremonti band. So Eric Friedman's a guy that really came up as a young gun in the LA music scene. As a teenager, was getting signed and being asked to play in a bunch of bands. He was in a band called Submersed that I actually saw for the first time. They didn't last very long. They had 2 records. Go look them up. Check them out. Submersed, outstanding 2-album run. And then they just didn't get along. There was some strife within the band. They broke up. But I saw them open, actually, at the first show I ever saw Alter Bridge perform in, I think, 2004, the year they were formed, at a tiny little club in Seattle. Even though they were coming off of Creed, like, people didn't really believe, they didn't buy into Alter Bridge initially. So that was my first experience seeing Tremonti live. I was literally 2 feet in front of him the whole show, just standing right in front of the stage. But that initial incarnation of the band was him, Eric Friedman, who also, if you've seen any Creed shows on this tour, you're like, who's the 5th guy? Who's the second guitar player? That's Eric Friedman. He helps out in Creed too. And he's a great singer. And so those high harmonies, they just work so perfectly with what Tremonti does. Plus, he's a phenomenal guitar player, so they can work off each other. And then initially, his drummer was Garrett Whitlock, who's a monster. Then he had some personal issues, had to step away from the band after the first couple albums. And originally, the bass player was supposed to be Brian Marshall from Creed and Alter Bridge. But he had like too much on his plate. He had some stuff going on in his personal life. He recorded the first record. He wasn't able to tour with them. Cool story. As they were getting ready to tour, the news from Marshall came at the last minute. They were literally 2 nights away from their very first show of that tour. And they were in New York, and Wolfgang Van Halen was in town, and Mark and he have been friends for years. And he knew Wolfgang was in town, and he knew he liked the band, was familiar with their material. He called him up and he goes, can you play? Can you do a couple shows with us? And it just so happened that Wolfgang had a break in his Van Halen schedule at the time, and he was able to do the entire tour. And so, I don't know if you can see the bottom of it on the wall back there, that frame. It's a concert poster from that show. And I went to the meet and greet afterwards. And so I actually have Wolfgang Van Halen's autograph on that poster, even though he's not pictured there. And so the current bass player is Ryan Bennett. Drummer is Tanner Keegan. And those guys are great. You heard the double kick in that last song. That was really cool. Great tune. Another one that I'm going to give multiple listens to when I'm done here. Another one that's going to get stuck in my head, and I can't wait to lift some weights to it. All right, on to track 4 now. This is the first one that I haven't even heard like a quick snippet of as I'm scrolling social media, because it does not have a video to accompany it. It was not released before the record. This one is called Nails. Can't place the song, but that initial opening sounded like something in his back catalog. I can't quite place it. So that's a different feel to it. A little bit lower key.
All hopes disappear before my eyes. The days they are here when worlds collide.
Just a cool little change up after what we've heard.
For dying, oh, the tides will turn. Now bury the past, it all will burn. It's now through. Rest my head on a bed made of nails.
Okay.
Waste away in this rotting shell. Lacerate, strike down, torment. The world is cold, my blood is shed. My blood is shed.
Man, maybe that first track was chosen. I mentioned it earlier. Maybe they were just teasing us. Like, let's not give them the best stuff right up front. Let's just ease them into it. It's been a while, right? It's a good song. Again, I don't mind it. It feels like, from what I've heard already, like we're on track 4. I feel like if they had started with 2, 3, 4 as 1, 2, 3, you could have stuck the Mother Earth and I like down near the end. I don't know. The cool thing about this is, like during that little run, that little chord run, it's like they throw us a little curveball where you expect it to go up, it goes down. So instead of going da na 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 na, it goes da na 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 na. You know, I'm not hitting the notes exactly right, but it gets dark. It has a dark kind of minor key feel to it there, which is very, very cool. All right, let's go. Let's get back into this. Nails.
The fight is mine and mine alone. I carry the torch, just take it home again in me. Rest my head on a bed made of nails. Waste away in this rotting shell. Lacerate, strike down, torment. The world is cold, my blood is shed. My blood is shed. My blood is Rest my head on a bed made of nails. Waste away in this rotting shell. Lacerate, strike down, torment. The world is cold, my blood is shed. My blood is shed. My blood is
So much to talk about. I'm blown away. You can see the smile, right? There's something about anticipating, an artist that you love, that you're already connected to, that makes you feel things, right? The anticipation of new material is always such an exciting period, and we've all been let down before by an artist that we love. And we can't wait for the album to come out. It's been a couple of years, whatever. Especially a lot of us experienced this during COVID. Bands couldn't do the things that they wanted to do, and then sometimes the anticipation, we get let down. And I was about halfway through that first song. I was kind of afraid of that, but my goodness, have the last three delivered. Tremonti's a pretty amazing character, isn't he? And what I mean by that is what we knew of him from Creed and all the phenomenal success they enjoyed at the end of the 90s and the beginning of the 2000s. They were one of the few bands that really successfully bridged grunge after kind of the hair metal thing fell off. And then they sort of bridged that gap between grunge and nu metal, right? And they were able to sort of combine a bunch of elements from that where it had, the grittier vocals of grunge, but catchier songs, more pop sensibilities, catchy, melodic, memorable hooks. But what we knew of Tremonti from Creed was we never heard him sing, and we never heard him play solos. Go back and listen to Creed stuff. There's no solos. I thought this was strictly a four-piece band with a really great rhythm guitar player who wasn't capable of playing lead. But he obviously was keeping it in his back pocket. It just didn't fit what they wanted Creed to be. And then as soon as Alter Bridge forms, all of a sudden this guy's playing amazing, just shredding on these incredible solos. He's singing backup, they're harmonizing. He's getting solo songs on Alter Bridge records, and then he comes out with his solo stuff. And what I liked about that song is we got to hear some of the upper register. Like, he has such a wide range, and his vocals can go from, they sound very clean on the record, right? Very, very clear and crisp and precise. When you see him live, it's much different. He pushes a little harder. There's more grit in his voice when he sings live. It's kind of cool to hear it go back and forth. There was a point in that song that, from a production standpoint, I wish would have been just slightly different, where the music kind of dropped out and he sang the lead line again about, head on a bed of nails. I kind of wish they had dropped all the way out and let that line be a cappella and just have it be naked like that. I think that would have been kind of cool. All right, so now it's on to track number 5. This one is called It's Not Over, from Tremonti's 6th record, The End Will Show Us How. Let's check this out. Is this going to be our first ballad? I love a good Tremonti ballad. Or is this one going to hit us over the head?
Blind my eyes.
Ballad.
I'm determined not to fight. All this time it was untold, deaf to my ears.
God, I like it already.
But now it's so clear to me.
I don't know how many of you know this, but Mark Tremonti has started a little cottage industry, another side gig, as if he doesn't have enough going on, where he sings Frank Sinatra material. Go check it out. You can hear it in this song, that last line. I'm going to back it up just a touch. It just has some similar vocal qualities, which appealed in such a way to Frank's family and band members that the album he recorded of Sinatra's greatest hits, he actually goes out and tours with it, was recorded with Frank Sinatra's band. Let's go back, listen to this line again.
How I've tried, to bring the past to life and to gather some control of myself.
Right there.
Look to no one else.
Little Frank in there on a metal record.
But me. But it's not over. I've been here before and I've told ya that this won't drain the life from me. Oh, this time I mean it. Been broken before, but I'm healing. I've heard now all it takes.
Nice.
Constant fear built the cage that's trapped me here. All this time it has been right by my side. Nowhere to hide.
I'm gonna pause it right here because I feel like it's going to build obviously to the second chorus and then pick up from there. I think as much as I thought Garrett Whitlock was an absolute beast and it got to see him live a couple times, just a monster on the drums, really long limbed, like he just looks like an octopus back there and just hits about as hard as anyone out there in the business right now. This is some great drum work. Is it Tanner Keegan? Is it Ryan Bennett on drums or Tanner Keegan? I think it's Keegan on drums and Bennett on bass. Even in a slow song like this, like the drums are so much a part of this production. And by the way, the production quality on this record, it's Elvis Baskett. He's produced every Alter Bridge record. He's become a best friends and favorite of all these guys. They use him for all their projects. Just really clean, which is sometimes hard to achieve with heavy elements all being mixed together like this. But even in a ballad, the drums in this song are heavy and they really kind of drive it. That and the guitar tone. This is cool.
It seems oh, but it's not over. I've been here before and I've told ya that this won't drain the life from me. Oh, this time I mean it, been broken.
Apologize for the extra pausing. I'm not a vocal coach. I know the vocal coaches out there that react to songs like to pause a lot. I wanted to make a prediction. One thing that Tremonti likes to do on his ballads is finish the song with the solo as an outro. It's kind of a cool little trademark that he does, and it's really just a great way to finish off some of these heavy ballads that he has. I have a feeling we're going to hear that with this one too. Maybe I was wrong. There's still hope. Got a minute and 10 seconds left for my prediction to come true. Come on. Maybe not. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Despite the fact that my prediction didn't come true, that's a really cool, moody, hard, like distinctive ballad from Tremonti. Is it going to be the only one on the record? We have 7 songs left. Maybe we get a second ballot. We'll find out. All right, next up, track number 6 on the record. This is the title cut on the album, the 6th song on the 6th album from Tremonti. The End Will Show Us How. Quick thought on this one. This sounds like this little quick intro, the finger picking, it sounds like this could be the beginning of an Alter Bridge song. I've always wondered how he keeps things straight when he comes up with ideas, right? What he thinks is a fit for Tremonti, what he thinks is a fit for Alter Bridge, and now that they're going to do new material with Creed, like how does he fit that in as well? This sounds like it could be an Alter Bridge or even a Miles Kennedy solo song. Cool.
Passage to the cynic in me.
Little curveball there. Thought they were going to go heavy.
To the mind that brings me down. So a tale that tells a story I'll embrace inside. A tale of hope that's never died. Could there be another life that calls to me? There be an ending that I'd love to say. Living every note until the song rings true. It will sing through me if I'm with you.
Okay, I'm going to make another prediction. This is it's a longer song. It's almost 6 minutes. The way it's starting out, it was slower than I expected, right? Like I said, I thought it was after that intro, it was going to go heavy and hit us. I think this might be one of those kind of borderline progressive songs that, similar to Fortress and some other things in his Alter Bridge catalog, that might maybe have a little tempo change at a certain point.
If I'm with you. Wait now, there's something you ought to see. Something pure, something whole, something fresh. Wait now, there's something you ought to know. Something real, for I've been told. So come with me. So come with me. Will I be unable to find the road that leads me to the life that I've seen? Seeing through the vision till it's mine to hold. It will call to me, for I've been told. For I've been told. Wait now, there's something you ought to see. Something pure, something whole, something fresh. Wait now, there's something you ought to know. Something real, for I've been told. So come with me. So come with me.
Does that change? over 4 minutes into a 5 minute and 46-second song before they came to the title of the song. I do not read lyrics before I listen to new material for the first time. And one of the reasons is I think sometimes you can get a feel for how the song is going to go based on how the lyrics are written. Not necessarily the words themselves, but the structure. And if I had read the lyrics of this song and seen that, like, oh, they really don't get to the chorus, quote unquote, until, 5/6 of the way into the song. Interesting. This is, I'm digging this. Oh, hit that a little too soon. Sorry. Gotta let it finish out. That's really, really cool. I like the placement in the middle of the album. Like, it's especially after kind of what came before it. It's a nice little break. A lot of surprises in there. It never really took me where I thought it was going to go, but I like that about a song. That was very, very cool. I will dive into the lyrics after I've heard it all, and I'll be interested to do so. I feel like there's a little bit of certainly with the video that you saw there and some of the lyrical content, a little bit of a like post-apocalyptic kind of thing. And you have to imagine that like some of this material was written, in and around the pandemic, right? So a lot of that stuff might have been at the forefront of his mind as he's writing this material. But like you look at some of the track listing of the songs that are going to follow, that was The End Will Show Us How, and you saw the visuals in that video. Tomorrow We Will Fall, The Bottom, I'll Take My Chances, Live in Fear, All the Wicked Things. Might be a little bit of a kind of a common thread running through some of these songs. But first half of the album done, 6 songs out of 12. Again, I know I keep mentioning it, but kind of a slow start. Didn't love the first track, but my goodness, if the record was only 6 songs long, I'd be giving you a big thumbs up and a high rating right now as we sit. But we have 6 more songs to go. Let's do it. Into the second half of the record now, on to track number 7. This is Tomorrow We Will Fall. Okay.
Walk through life, calling back to glories of the day.
Another curveball.
I'd love to live again. Falling back on memories of the one I hope to be. I'll hope until the end. Cradle of the cause that seems to always run from me. A cause I chase again. Taking now the prize that time has always locked away. And now I just pretend. And now I just pretend. Today's the day. Don't ever ask why. Tomorrow we will fail. All the years, all that lived and
I feel like they're teasing us again.
became whole. ask why tomorrow we will fail. All the years, all that lived and died, and never became whole. Stand today, or never know why tomorrow we will fail. All remains, all has come to life. Stand and become whole. Oh, it has come today. Tomorrow's ever changed. Only what we give remains. Stand today, or never know why tomorrow we will fail. All remains, all has come to life. Stand and become whole. Stand and become
That's my reaction to that one. Interesting. That's the first one that I've heard where I've thought I'm gonna have to listen to that a few times. That might be a grower. Because there's some really cool, like, again, I love the chord progression, kind of a grungy sort of feel to it again. Like that other track, can't remember which one it was now, but like where it kind of goes down where you expect it to go up. It kind of gets almost like it's detuned. Sort of gave sort of a dark feel to it. This song left me wanting a little bit more. Either a really memorable bridge or a guitar solo. We didn't get one. This felt like a song that might have been well served by one of his solo outros to kind of take it to a next level and then finish it off. Don't hate it. I just feel like, again, it left me wanting more. It just wasn't exactly what I wanted. Track number 8, I'll Take My Chances. Not messing around with this one. Okay. I like the tempo.
doing while they dream.
If I have a theme for this record so far, it's curveballs. When you're expecting one thing, you get another. To break down into that just heavy, grungy, guttural bass sound when the vocals kick in, not what I was expecting, but count me as intrigued.
Fears rise as shadows fall. Regardless of the pain, heedless of the end it brings. The end it brings.
I like it.
I'll take my chances.
Now we're back on track.
Can I fall?
Yes.
Take back what's mine again. I'll take it all. Right now to it all. Carefree, a world at stake.
Got to pause it right there because something's coming. I feel like this might be my favorite cut on the record so far. It's just it doesn't waste any time getting into that just catchy big chorus. That's going to stick. But the way they got there was just different. It's, I said at the top, like, it's the consistency that I appreciate. He doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. There's some stuff on this record that's different, that feels like he is experimenting a little bit with his sound and just kind of how they play around with all the band members and using everybody. Like, everyone's well represented here on this record. And again, the production is just crystal clear. Please give me a guitar solo in this record. That's all I'm asking for. It's been a couple of tracks. Hit us. This is going to be cool live. So cool. Give me a big bridge solo. Bridge solo. Come on.
Could it be fate? Could it be all for nothing now? Oh, could we be late? Do we still know without
That Sinatra sound again. You can't unhear it.
Can we still feel? Can we still stand another day? Oh, can we still heal? And is it worth the price we pay? Is it worth the price we pay? I'll take my chances. How can I fall? Take back what's mine again. I'll take it all.
Come on. Now that was satisfying. A little reminiscent of I'll Take You With Me off a Dying Machine. Kind of the chorus had a similar melody. Just, my goodness, I can't wait to get back and listen to that song over and over again. There's a lot of little nuggets in there, a lot of changes. That was track number 8, I'll Take My Chances. So far, my favorite song on the record. On to track number 9. This one is called The Bottom. Way different intro than we're used to hearing from Tremonti. This is unique.
Take the life, breathe it in. Take a moment to live.
Oh, I can't wait to see where this goes.
Find your way, go to war. Take your life and be more.
Oh, that bass. Dude.
Take your life and be more. From the bottom, don't forget your heart.
Come on.
It's where you finally find who you really are. Take the back
This is Tremonti.
and erase them all. Or you finally find just how hard you fall.
Goosebumps. Guys. Goosebumps.
Live the truth, pave the way, find your calling today. rest assured, it takes a lifetime
More. Just more.
to be more. Takes a lifetime to be more, yeah. From the bottom, don't forget your heart. It's where you finally find who you really are. Take the boundaries and erase them all. Or you finally find just how hard you fall.
Seems like the right time to pause it because, again, I think it's leading up to what I hope will be another killer shredding guitar solo. I've changed my mind already. This is my favorite song on the track on the album over I'll Take My Chances. This is unbelievable.
Willing not to beg, shed a light to say, find it on your own, or face the world alone. Call it what it is, only when you win. Live the truth instead, for glory lies ahead.
Love that double kick.
From the bottom, don't forget your heart.
No solo?
It's where you finally find who you really are. Take the boundaries and erase them all. Or you finally find just how hard you fall.
Kind of feel like that would be a concert ender, a finisher. And then maybe they would carry that outro out a little bit longer, just that gong, 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 gong. Maybe carry that out about 8 more bars, really get the crowd into it. This record just keeps getting better with each and every track. 3 tracks left. This is called Live in Fear. Right off the bat. First of all, I wanted to mention this earlier, but if you're watching this on YouTube or on your phone or on your TV even, do yourself a favor as soon as you're done watching this video and hitting the thumbs up, hitting subscribe and the bell button and sharing the show. Listen to it on AirPods or a really good set of headphones like these Sonys. There is so much going on, so much depth to this. A lot of metal records are just kind of get washed out and everything's all just kind of jumbled together. Like the separation, the clarity, the nuances. Elvis just did it tremendous, just hit it out of the park with this record. It might be the best produced record I've heard from him. I actually thought the last couple of Alter Bridge records kind of sounded washed out a little bit, a little muddy. This is phenomenal. Okay, back to this song. This is Live in Fear. This reminds me of his first record, All I Was.
It leaves me cold. I could never ever let you go. Until the death, dismantled till there's nothing left. When the day is over, when the truth sets
Little wah pedal there. Oh, I almost feel like I need to take a breath and a shower after that. That was a ride. One that, like, I feel like if you flip-flopped that song, Live in Fear, with the first song, The Mother Earth and I, not knowing what these last two songs are going to sound like that sounds like it would have been a better album opener. Had the really cool sort of build up and the low hum into the intro, and then a lot of changes in there, and the star of the show. And I want to give credit where it was due, because earlier I wasn't sure which one was which. It's Ryan Bennett. I thought Tanner Keegan was the drummer. He's the bass player now in the band. Ryan Bennett. I want to give him credit where it's due. He was the star of that show. That was an unbelievable display from Ryan Bennett on the drums. That was incredible. I really do think that was the most reminiscent of all these cuts to his very first record, All I Was. That guitar riff, very, very similar to it. The tone, that could have lived on that record, except I think it's a little bit more sophisticated musically. A lot of little surprises and nuggets in there. Very cool. We got two songs left. This one's called Now That I've Made It. And the last two are kind of long. 5.5 minutes on this one, and then we finish with a 6-minute song. So this is called Now That I've Made It. Let's go. Sounds like a Boston song, doesn't it? Sounds like a little harder intro to More Than a Feeling. Not what I was expecting.
Pride will only break you. Jealousy will only drag you down.
Kind of feel like this song's going to take us on a little journey.
Everything will pass. Everything you know. The ones that you should hold are all the ones that you've let go. And now, well, now that I've made it, I can't fall far now. And just as you claimed it, I can't
That was a very, very, very quick snippet example of what I wanted earlier, where the music just dropped out for a second. His voice is so pure. Just heard that for a second. Sounded like it was right in my ear. That was cool. I think they should play around with a little bit more of that. The second true ballad on this record reminds me of a couple other ballads from his past. This is where I really love the Friedman harmonies. This is nice. I kind of wish it had been positioned a little higher in the track list. Like, I think the second to last song to place a ballad's a little bit odd. I think you want to build to a big finish. This is really, really nice. Again, hoping for the solo outro. We haven't heard one on this record. That would be against type. That would be going against the grain for Tremonti. There's always at least one, sometimes multiple songs that finish with a solo and kind of carry us out that way. Let's see if I get my wish on this one. Come on, give it to me. 30 seconds left. Give me the outro. Come on, Mark. Damn it. Bummer. I don't think we're going to get one because I don't think he's going to finish the album that way. No, it was great. Another great track. I'd say we still have a song left, right? We're 11 songs into a 12-song album, and at first listen, again, there's usually a couple of tracks on every Tremonti album that I feel like are more growers that'll catch on over time. Felt that way about track 1, The Mother, The Earth and I. I think I'll get there on that one. But the rest of it is like, there's no skippers. I just can't wait to listen to this album on a loop and on shuffle for hours on end. In the car, at the gym. Fantastic. Last track, the longest on the record, 6 minutes and 2 seconds. This one is called All the Wicked Things. I feel like he's been a lot more experimental on this record with sounds. Just different textures, different ways to use the guitar. At first I thought there was a keyboard, but I think he's doing it on the guitar, maybe with using the volume knob, kind of wah, 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 or he could be using a pedal. I know he loves his wah pedal. This is a cool intro. Let's go. The way this is starting out, like, it wouldn't shock me if it was an instrumental. It kind of feels like that.
Precious still, the things we've torn apart. It takes the end to show us where we start.
Was not expecting that. I know I said before the last song that I thought it was about to take us on a journey. I think this is it, especially knowing it's 6 minutes long. Like I was thinking that slow, moody, atmospheric kind of intro was going to lead into like building into a riff. Wasn't expecting to hear, I don't know if I reacted to it, if you could see it, just his voice to be so clear, just right there in my ear, like he's standing right here. Didn't expect that. Where's this going to take us?
Take a hold and will it now to be? Or rest assured an end will surely say.
That's cool. Is he tapping? I think he might be tapping.
All the wicked things, oh, just like before.
Yeah.
We'll see them again. Oh, not a thing has changed. Humanity's gone. What a shame it is. We've taken our world, we've torn it apart. Not a thing has changed.
This is a journey.
Crawl inside, sinking away too deep. The thing I was, the thing I claimed to be. The time is now, we gather one by one. The place is here, the day has surely come. All the wicked things, oh, just like before, we'll see them again. Oh, not a thing has changed, humanity's gone. What a shame it is, we've taken our world, we've torn it apart. Not a thing has changed.
All right, that's a halfway point. I just want to say, I know I said at the beginning that his albums are very consistent. He doesn't really think outside the box, or he may think outside the box. That might be a little unfair, but he doesn't execute it that way from one record to the next. That he kind of has a style and you know what to expect. I feel like I'd like to know where the influence for a lot of this record came from, because it feels like there's a lot more experimentation and playing around with different approaches. Like, I feel like in the writing process, there are times in some of these songs where they looked at each other and went, you know, that chord progression sounds like where we should go with it, but how about if we try it this way? Really, really, really cool stuff. Little dual guitars.
All that was is dead. Take it.
think that first solo, that might have been Eric Friedman. See? Right there.
Just like before, we'll see them again. Oh, not a thing has changed. Humanity's gone. Now what a shame it is. We've taken our world, we've torn it apart. Oh, not a thing has changed. No.
Oh, yeah. That's Mark. Huh. Down again. Finish where we started. Wow. Wow. That was a ride. That was such a cool way to end the record. It didn't seem like a 6-minute song, did it? I do wonder if on that second guitar solo, it felt like stylistically, and it just kind of felt like there was almost a handoff in the middle of it. I wonder, similar to what Alter Bridge has done on Fortress and of course Blackbird and some other songs, I wonder if maybe Eric had the first part of that, or no, I think Mark, because I said that's Mark. I think maybe they switched off there. Maybe Mark started that solo and then Eric took the rest of it. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. It's going to be tough for this band to go out on the road and put a set list together. Like 6 records in now, 70-ish songs. Not a bad one on any of the records. No skippers in the catalog. Like, how do you figure out a set list? That was phenomenal. I know I said at the top that it was hard to pick a favorite because his albums were so consistent. This one is the first one that he's done, that they've done. I know it's a full band complimenting each other. It feels different. This does feel like a step forward. This feels like growth. Not that they needed to grow. Maybe that's not the right word, but just there's some exploration happening here. You know, they lean into the things they do great. They're just all such fantastic musicians. And man, oh man, I know I have been saying for the last couple of records that I thought Alter Bridge anyway should maybe switch up, maybe go with an outside producer, because all their records were starting to sound the same. And I thought Elvis had kind of lost his fastball a little bit and just was kind of leaning into what he thought the fans expected from Alter Bridge. I can't wait for the next Alter Bridge record now, because if this is where his songwriting has evolved to, then perhaps after all the side projects they've been doing, and they've been out on the road with Creed, and Miles has been doing his own thing and his thing with Slash, and they come back together. I know they've already started pre-production. They're going to get in the studio in March. There's going to be a new Alter Bridge record at the end of the year. This makes me even more excited for that. But before then, I'm just glad I have 8 months to soak this record in. I anticipate this one is going to be playing on repeat and shuffle for a very, very long time. I can't wait to just listen to it over and over and over again. Again, first time producing anything on the channel. If it's your first time watching, thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Support me by buying me a coffee or a beer if you'd like to. What you can expect moving forward from Dan Reacts is more of it's going to be single releases. And there are a bunch of songs that I kind of have locked and loaded in my back pocket that I've been avoiding, but that I know that are out there because I just didn't have time to get to it. And now I do. And I wanted to start off. I couldn't not do this tonight. I mean, at the time I started recording this record had only been out on the West Coast on Spotify for half an hour. That's how fresh it is. I hope it was as fun for you as it was for me. Let me know down in the comments, what did you think of this record, right? What were your highlights? What's your favorite track? Anything you didn't like? Can't wait to hear your comments down below. I'm going to lean pretty heavily into the European melodic hard rock genre because unlike the US, there's a lot of bands spearheaded over there by Frontiers Records, of course, that continue to produce the kind of melodic hard rock that a lot of fans of this kind of stuff really loved all through the 80s and into the 90s. Bands like Art Nation and Degreed and Heat and Eclipse. And there's some new material from Degreed and Art Nation that's sitting there waiting for my reaction. I will get to that. So subscribe to the channel. Again, I'm Dan. This is Dan Reacts. Really appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, rock on.